All right, let's get right into it. For the longest time, the idea of AI and warfare felt like something straight out of science fiction. Well, not anymore. AI has officially landed on the digital battlefield, and the crazy part is it's playing for both teams. It's become both a devastating weapon and an indispensable shield.
So that really brings us to the core question here. Is AI our friend or our foe in this fight? The answer, as you've probably guessed, is it's both. And that duality is kicking off a whole new kind of arms race, one that's being fought at a speed and scale we've just never seen before.
To really wrap your head around this, we have to start by looking at the dark side. Let's dig into how cybercriminals are weaponizing AI to launch attacks that are scarily smart, incredibly fast, and way more convincing than anything that's come before.
Remember the classic advice for spotting a phishing email? Just look for the typos or check for bad grammar. For years, that was a pretty solid way to catch a fake. Well, you can take that piece of advice and just toss it right out the window.
And here's why that old advice is useless now. AI can write absolutely flawless phishing emails. They're not just grammatically perfect. They're personalized, they're context-aware, and they are so believable that their click-through rates are just through the roof. The entire game has been completely upended.
But we're talking about so much more than just perfect emails. Attackers have a whole new AI-powered toolkit. They can create deepfake audio and video that is terrifyingly convincing. Imagine getting a video call from your boss asking for an urgent money transfer, and it looks and sounds exactly like them. On top of that, we're seeing malware that can literally change its own code to avoid being caught, and even fully autonomous AI agents that can run an entire attack from start to finish with almost no human guidance.
You want to know the scariest part of all this? It's the speed. An attack that used to take a team of skilled hackers weeks, maybe even months to pull off. From the first breach to actually stealing the data, an AI can now do that same job in just a few minutes. That window is so small, it's practically impossible for human defenders to even notice, let alone react in time. Okay, but it is not all doom and gloom. Thankfully, the good guys are fighting fire with fire. So let's flip the script and look at how cybersecurity pros are using this exact same technology to forge a new kind of digital shield, one that operates at the speed of machines.
So the secret weapon for the defense is this huge shift in strategy called anomaly detection. See, the old way was to keep a list of known viruses, like a wanted list. This is totally different. Instead, the AI spends time learning the unique rhythm of a network, what's normal for that specific company, and then it just watches for anything that breaks that pattern.
How it works is actually pretty straightforward. First, the AI builds that baseline of what normal looks like. Step 2, it monitors everything in real time for any weird deviations. Like an employee logging in from a strange country at 3 a.m. or a server that never sends out data suddenly trying to upload a massive file. And finally, the moment it spots something, it instantly flags it and can even trigger an automatic response, like locking down an account before a human being even gets the alert.
Now, this whole defensive system is powered by a new lineup of AI technologies. You could think of MDR as your 24/7 security guard, an AI that never sleeps and is always hunting for threats. XDR is like the master detective, pulling together clues from all over the place to see the big picture. And SOAR is the first responder, the system that automates the lockdown and cuts the reaction time from hours down to just seconds.
So what you have here is AI-powered attacks on one side and AI-powered defenses on the other. This is the definition of a modern arms race. It's this constant back-and-forth cycle where every new offensive trick forces the defense to get smarter, and every new defense forces the offense to get more creative.
And this really gets to the heart of the paradigm shift. We've moved from being reactive, cleaning up a mess after it happens, to being predictive, stopping the attack before it can do damage. We've gone from looking for known signatures to analyzing behavior. But the biggest leap, by far, is the jump from human speed to machine speed. We're now in an era where the pace of the battle is set by algorithms, not people.
And that's really the whole point. In this new world, just keeping up isn't enough to survive. It's a relentless race to get ahead, to use your AI to predict what the other side's AI is going to do next. The only way to stay in the game is to constantly innovate.
So where does this leave us? What's the new reality we're all facing? It really all boils down to one single, incredibly important takeaway. And here it is, the most critical point of all. For any organization today, AI and cybersecurity is not a nice-to-have. It's not optional. It is the absolute baseline for survival. Trying to defend a network without it is like showing up to a modern battlefield with weapons from 100 years ago.
You will be outmaneuvered, you'll be outpaced, and you will lose.
Which leaves us with one last, kind of provocative thought to chew on. Right now, AI is an amazing tool that makes human security experts way better at their jobs. But as the AI on both the attacking side and the defending side get exponentially smarter, faster, and more autonomous, you have to ask, is a day coming when human defenders simply can't keep up with a war being fought entirely between machines? Is definitely something to think about.